Hey there, I want to talk today about the topic of the month, which is seed starting. And it's one of my favorite topics because it is really the best way to get the best bang for your buck in gardening. And it's really so easy. But a lot of you have been asking me lately, what are some of the fastest growing seeds that I can plant to get food? But I want to give you a little tip from my friend Bree, which is only grow the things you love to eat. Because if you don't love to eat them, then you're not going to have fun growing them, and then you won't enjoy them, and then you won't do it again. So first, pick foods that you love to eat. Second, pick foods that grow fast. That's super fun. So there are two that I suggest that will germinate in under 2 weeks. That's radishes and green onions or scallions. So radishes they're a cool season crop, which means you should grow them in both the early spring, or sow the seeds in early spring and late summer, because as we move into fall, the weather will get cooler. So your green onions are also a great crop that will germinate in under 2 weeks. And you can harvest the green shoots, the scallions, from the top when they're about 6 inches tall. And the great thing about green onions is you can continue to harvest those throughout the season. Next, we have a couple of crops that can be harvested in under 30 days or less. So I have a few of my seed packets, but some of my favorite ones are lettuce. Both the green and the red leaf variety are great for beginners. They're some of the easiest to grow, and they'll tolerate a little bit of that heat that we get in the summer. So they're also a cool season crop. We're also talking about spinach, which is awesome because it can tolerate some really cold temperatures. Some varieties down to under 30 degrees, which is great. So you'll take your spinach seeds and you'll sow those just like your lettuce, your arugula, your kale, all of those leafy greens that are all cool season, which should be sown in early spring, and then you can do another crop in late summer. All of them could be sown now, but especially your spinach, because it really does tolerate that cooler weather. But one tip that I want to talk to you about is you take a look at the back of your seed packet. And on the back of your seed packet, now they're all different, but it will tell you the days to maturity. So here on this packet, it says 28 to 45 days. So that's one good tip. If you're looking for fast growing vegetables, look for things that are around that 28 to 45 days. That's a sweet spot. That's pretty fast. So that would be great. We also have some kale. One of the great tips about kale, they're cut and come again. So make sure when you're growing kale, you're cutting off the outer leaves of your kale and you don't cut off that center stalk, because the center stalk on kale is what keeps producing the leaves. So if you cut that off, there goes your plant. Another great cool weather veggie is bok choy, which is one of my personal favorites, and it is so delicious, and you can eat all of the parts of the bok choy, the leaves, the little green nubbies in the middle, the stems. It's such a versatile vegetable that can be sown in under 30 days, so that's a really fast one. Finally, we're looking at 2 months. So there's a lot of different plants that can be sown in under 2 months that are fast. Beets. Beets are awesome. Now, if you love beets, I love to cut them up and have them in a salad with goat cheese. If you have some of your spinach, you can make a spinach and beet salad. Yum, that sounds so good. But the cool thing about beets and turnips, which both can be harvested in under that 2 month time frame, is that you can use both the tops and the roots. So beet greens can be harvested, about a month after sowing. So I made some notes because there are some things that I forgot, but I can't believe that. A month after sowing your beet greens. Now, the beet root itself, that's about 2 months. And the way that you know that is that the shoulders or the top of the beet starts sticking up out of the soil a little bit. And that's when you know that it's ready to harvest. With turnips, it's the same thing. You can harvest about a month those turnip greens. You can cook those, you can put them in soups. Or when your turnip is ready to harvest, you can harvest that in about a month, and it'll be a little bit sweeter, not as bitter if you've had turnips before. Some other great veggies that will harvest in under 2 months are zucchini. Oh my God, zucchini. Talk about, this is like the ultimate bumper crop plant. Zucchini come and keep on producing. Why do you think zucchini bread is such a popular thing for people to make during the summer? So zucchini is one of those great plants. Like cucumbers as well are another great crop that will mature. So on the back of this here, it says 58 days. So that's just under 2 months. One of the tricks about cucumbers that you want to make sure is that you're harvesting often. So make sure that you know when they are ready at their maturity and you harvest them at that time, even if they look a little small, because that will send the energy for your cucumber to be producing more flowers, which means more fruit. And so that's the thing. You want to harvest often, and you want to harvest your vegetables, check on them every day. You want to make sure that they all are well watered. And one of the last ones that I'm growing here, one of the last really quickly growing vegetables are carrots. But look for the miniature carrot varieties, because certainly those will be able to be harvested a lot quicker than our bigger carrot varieties. Plus, the mini carrots are perfect for growing in containers. So if you're just new to gardening, or if you don't have a big space, mini carrots are so wonderful and great for growing in containers or small spaces. So I've got my cucumbers here, I've got beets, I've got carrots, I have beans. We've started a bunch of plants here. Some of them are not quick to mature, some of them take that 80 days, like tomato seeds, but that's okay because I'm patient and I know that the reward is well worth it. But if you're looking for some of those plants that will give you that quick reward, think radishes, think green onions, think all of our leafy green vegetables like arugula, lettuces, and spinaches. And then finally, if you're patient enough for 2 months, you can go with the cucumbers and the carrots and the beets and the zucchini. So there are a lot of options for you. I just hope that you try something. Grab some organic soil, grab any kind of vessel to plant it in, and start your seeds. So I hope you've enjoyed this little lesson. Happy growing!